guys, so just prepping my meals for, well, the next day and maybe some for tomorrow. Usually I'll eat like 3 of these meals, sometimes 2, and then obviously I'll have like oats, eggs, protein bars, things like that. Yeah, try and keep it lean, protein source, chicken breast. And yeah, welcome to, well, this will be my preparations for the next show, which is going to be WNBF Pro Show. Last time I competed in a pro show was at Worlds last year in November. So obviously we just competed at the Banús Classic, if you would have seen the video before. Was a good experience looking back on it now. I know it was a bit negative in the end of my last video, but overall I feel like I'm glad I kind of did it. You learn something every time, even if some shows you learn more than others. It's always an experience and one that I enjoy, and I do enjoy competing, as much as it is a little bit expensive on the at times. But yeah, this is going to be it's Monday today. I'm 157.7 pounds on the dot today, which is close to my lowest weight this prep. Just on the day before I did a carb up on Saturday, I was 156.6. So we're digging back down now for the week, and then we're going to fill back out into the show. I did like 2 high days previously to today. I'm going to do like a moderate day because I'm training legs, so I need some carbohydrates in, but nothing too crazy, as I want to pull off a little bit of body fat still in the beginning of this week anyway. I took cardio out completely. I'm going to reduce my steps slightly, try and let the body rest up and heal. I'm also planning 2 rest days into the show, which is something I've never done before. I've always done like 1 rest and then show. So that should be interesting to see the changes. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Planning to film as much content within reason. Obviously I'm trying to focus, and I've got a lot going on this week, but I'll try and bring the camera along for most of it and show you what it's like being a natural bodybuilder and peak weekend. Peak week, I don't know why they say that. It's just the same as any other week really, but just a couple of minor changes and you're dropping off fatigue into the show. But I've actually got 2 clients that are going to be competing at this show in the amateur class, so that's super exciting for myself. I have had a few clients in the past doing competition preps, but they've been in different countries, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm actually going to be at the show in the morning, making sure my clients are on point, and hopefully it all goes well in that case. And then yeah, the pro show is going to be in the evening. But yeah, it's Monday. I'll try and film as much as I can throughout this week, and yeah, let's get into the day. Alright guys, 2 clients done for the day this morning. Just got to the gym now, about to have my first meal of the day, which is chicken. It's not normally my first meal. I normally have oats, but sometimes I mix it up depending on where I'm at. But we're in for legs today, so that's the plan training wise. So I need some carbohydrates. I did just normally they have like bananas in this shop that I'm at now, but apparently they're on their way here, delivery. So the only other carbohydrates I got is a protein bar, but I don't really want to go having like 70 grams of protein in my first meal. So potentially I'm going to have like some carbohydrates of some sort. And yeah, I feel like obviously the show's on Sunday, so today's a Monday. I want to have a decent enough session where I'm like pushing it, because it's not too close to the show, but at the same time I don't want to fully fatigue my body and put my body into a hole when that I need to try and climb out for the rest of the week, right? So we're probably going to train a couple of reps in reserve on most of the movements, because we are in a deficit still, right? We're pushing for a little bit of fat loss throughout this beginning stages of this week anyway, and yeah, need to take it easy. Easy-ish throughout this final phase. But yeah, that's it guys, nothing more to update you on. I'm going to do this training session, and then I've got the lie detector test later on today, and then I've got 2 other clients as well. But yeah, that's the plan so far. Alright guys, workout is complete. Literally, I'm late for the lie detector test. So I just checked, I thought it was closer than it actually is. So I need to get a move on, because we're meant to be there 20 minutes before, and it's currently 20 minutes before. And it's about 20 minutes away. So I'm not gonna have time to eat this meal, just pick this meal up. Also finished my training session a little bit shorter than I would have liked, but that's probably a good thing, knowing that it's peak week and you need to back off the intensity and the output. So that is actually probably a positive thing, but I just don't like rushing around. I hate rushing, guys. And I also need to get cash out downstairs now, because it's cash payment only at this place. Hopefully we don't miss the timing, but let's see. I'll call it, yeah. Quarter to the right. Quarter to the right. Alright, so just got back home, been out all day pretty much. Got 1 meal left of the day. Did moderate carbs today, because obviously training legs, so around 150 grams. Still relatively low, but I definitely feel like fatigued competing now, which you would have seen. We just run through a quick posing session just then. I'll be honest with you guys, like I haven't been posing myself much, if any. Yeah, reason being, like I moved to this new place, there's nowhere to really pose, and yeah, it's no excuse really. I should go in the gym and should start posing, but yeah, I just haven't been. But yeah, I plan to later on this week at some point. Definitely get in some gym or toilets and do some posing, come up with a routine and whatnot, because I will be doing a routine at this show. And yeah, the weigh-in is on a Saturday, and yeah, the show is going to be in the evening. I feel like my face looks like really fatigued. Maybe the lighting is really bad here. But yeah, the weigh-in's on Saturday, and the pro show is going to be in the night on like around 9 p.m. they said. So that's going to be interesting. I did compete in LA in the night before, so I got a little bit of an experience of competing in the night. However, most of the time, like I plan these show days like for the morning. So it's going to be interesting how I want to try and plan peaking for this show. I guess kind of like run like a pretty much normal day food wise, while keeping carbohydrates out, and then like kind of start loading the carbohydrates maybe 4 or 5 hours out from the show, I guess. But I'm gonna have to think about this, but I'm experienced enough to know how to peak for certain times, so it's going to be really good. And yeah, looking forward to it. I'll try and film more content, but this is it for Monday, first day of the week. So it's now Wednesday. I don't think I filmed yesterday. No, I definitely didn't. We did a push session in the gym. Today we're in for pull. And yeah, I'm going to film today, I feel like, because then the next day is going to be a rest day, and then we're going to do like a pump session, like a full body pump session on Friday. This is the plan, it may change, but then rest on Saturday, and then the show is on Sunday, and I'm actually competing in the evening. They've released the schedule, so I'm not going to be on stage until like 8:30 p.m. Anyway, I'm going to be doing pull session today, so I just picked up this new pre-workout. We've got the Raw Seabums brand, I believe this is, non-stim. So I'm going to go for like 2 scoops of this. And yeah, the reason I'm having this is because obviously I'm going on stage in the evening, so I don't want any stimulants, and I need to test it out now, obviously, to make sure it's a good reaction with my body before going on stage. But also it's good to have a non-stim pre-workout, right? You don't always want caffeine. So it's caffeine now, coffee. But so I started tracking my salt intake each day now. Always do this. Salt and water is getting religiously tracked throughout this week now. We're doing 5 grams of salt, around 5-6 litres of water every day, and we'll increase the water on the high carb days. Body weight is 158 pounds, so we're just hovering around there. My lowest is like 157, I believe. But I'm not really, I don't have a weight cap, so I'm not really like trying to dig my body weight down. But obviously we wanna try and peak the best way possible. If that means pulling off a little bit of weight, a little bit of body fat on the build up to the carb up, then so be it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing more to add. I'm running like moderate days at the moment, food wise, and yeah, I have dropped my caffeine intake down, so I'm not having like the pre-workout drinks now. I'm just having like 2 coffees a day, maybe 3 sometimes, with a green tea, and then that's the maximum caffeine intake, because the stimulant is going to fatigue the physique, right? The goal in peak week is to pull off as much fatigue as possible while still obviously training, walking around, working and stuff. Like, I'm really busy with my clients at the moment, which is a good thing. But obviously that means I'm on my feet a lot more, and also my mental focus is on that, which is also going to fatigue me a little bit more. But work comes first, guys. This bodybuilding thing is just a hobby at the moment. I'd like it to be a job, but it doesn't pay the bills, so it actually takes away from the bills and a lot. So yeah, that's the situation. See you at the gym. Alright guys, that is what we are currently looking like on Wednesday. Try and get this camera on. So yeah, Wednesday is the day today. I've done legs, push, pull, so we're going for a rest day tomorrow. Then we're going to be at Friday. So I did want to leave myself 2 days rest going into this show, but I feel like I have to train one more day, right? Tomorrow is definitely a rest day. So what we're going to have to do is like a pump session, I believe, on the Friday, and that's going to be the first high carb day. And then on the Sunday, we're not on stage until the evening, right? So ideally, I want to get that Friday session done relatively early in the morning, but of course my work comes first, and I feel like, I know I've got 6 clients on that day, and the first client starts at 8 a.m. So I'm probably going to have to fit that session in around about the midday mark. It's not going to be anything crazy. I'm just going to pump glycogen into the muscle, and yeah, hopefully we don't cause any damage going into the show. But that's the situation, guys. Like I said, how I planned it out, there's no way I'm training tomorrow, so Friday it is. And yeah, I'm not sure what the posing just looked like. I haven't been practicing. That's the first time that I posed in about a week. It's not ideal. However, this is how I'm running things, guys. I did say at the start of this year I wasn't going to let bodybuilding dictate my life, and it's not. Whether I look shit on stage or good, I don't really care, to be honest. Which gives you the question, why, Lewis, why are you doing this in the first place? And it's a good question. Which one that I'm not going to be quick to spend my money and time on in the future going forward. Like competition wise, like I've competed, this is my 3rd year in a row now, and since doing this little bit of a prep here, I really feel like, even as I'm talking to the camera now, it's like, you probably shouldn't be competing this year, mate. Like, you probably should have took a rest time, because my head's not really in it, right? Like, in the past, like, I've really wanted to compete, I've wanted to go to America, I've wanted to do this and that. This time round, like, my head is just like, I don't care. Like I honestly do not care. People are saying, are you ready for the show? Preparations go well. I mean, diet and training is easy for me to run, but like posing and preparations in that sense, I've not even been doing it. Like, so, and I feel like to do a contest prep, like, your mind needs to be in it fully, like everything, posing, the lot, right? Because that's why I'm going up on stage and doing posing. I'm not going up on stage and eating low calories or dieting or doing cardio or doing training. Like, I'm posing. That's competition bodybuilding, right? Which is not what I've been doing. I enjoy all the other things, the diet and the training and stuff, but competition wise, like, I'm not a big fan of the posing aspect of it. So yeah, definitely planning like an off season once this show is over. Who knows though, with myself, if I feel like I want to go and do another show, potentially I'll go and do another show, but I really need to take what I've learned from this experience of like not being in it mentally fully, and kind of take a rest after. So whatever happens, I'm definitely going to be taking a rest. I'm not going to like, oh, when's the next show, or book the next show, or planning to go to Worlds this year. Like, I'm definitely not planning to go to America, but who knows, like, you know, still. Anyway, I'm going to get back now. I've got to cook some meals and then come back for a posing client at 5, and then also a PT client at 7. Looking forward to tomorrow, resting up. I've only got 2 clients tomorrow, which is good. And yeah, looking forward to seeing the final outcome. One thing's for sure, like, I'm definitely like not stressing about this, guys, which is definitely a plus. Like, in the past, like, I've always stressed about, I mean, looking at this now, the condition is there, right? Like, you can see we're definitely condition wise lean enough, holding a decent amount of fullness. Obviously I'm just trained now, but like, definitely probably my best physique, I would say, up until this point. However, it's no good having your best physique if you don't know how to present it on stage, which is what I've always struggled with and what I'm probably going to struggle with this time, like I said, I haven't been posing. So anyway guys, it is what it is. I'm probably going to leave this video here and put this edit out, so it'll be Monday beginning of the week and then midweek. And to be honest, the next bit of footage that I'm going to film is probably just going to be the show day, because there's not much really going to happen from now to the show. And we've got the weigh-in on Saturday, but yeah, like I said, I don't really want to film too much, so probably just be the show day guys now. So I'll see you at the show, I guess.